A video that went viral on social media shows a penguin leaving its group and walking alone toward the mountains of Antarctica. Many people are relating it to human behavior, such as depression, choosing isolation, or making fearless, life-changing decisions without any hesitation. But the reality presents a very different picture. This scene is actually from the 2007 documentary Encounters at the End of the World, released by German filmmaker Werner Herzog. Who would have thought that nearly 20 years later, a small clip from this documentary would become a sensation on social media? The life of this innocent creature is filled with so many hardships and sacrifices that it's hard to believe. Once again, welcome to Fasihan Thoughts videos. In 2007, German filmmaker Werner Herzog presented a scene in his documentary that 2 decades later has left the internet world with a big question mark. In the clip, an Adelie penguin is seen separating from its colony and walking toward the mountainous regions of Antarctica instead of heading toward the ocean. At the South Pole, the ocean is the source of food and life for these penguins, but this lone penguin was leaving behind food and moving directly toward death, a place where there was neither food nor any hope of survival. What could be the reason for this? To understand it, we need to learn about the nature of penguins. Why would this creature leave the ocean and be forced to live 100 kilometers inland in Antarctica? Antarctica is that part of the Earth where nature has left almost no room for living beings. It is the coldest, driest, and windiest continent in the world. Along with hurricane-force winds, temperatures dropping to 90 degrees Celsius are considered normal here. In such extreme cold, if the human body is not properly covered, it would begin to freeze within just 10 seconds. Even a glass of boiling water, if thrown into the air here, would freeze before it even hits the ground. So the question arises, why did penguins choose this deadly cold as their home? The answer lies in their enemies and in their hunger. Although the land of Antarctica is barren and seems like a place of death, the ocean surrounding it is full of life. In this freezing ocean, small shrimp-like fish exist in such huge numbers that they are a treasure of food for penguins. But the real reason penguins live here is because of their predators. Penguins cannot run fast, nor can they fly in the air. That is why, if they lived anywhere else, forest predators would likely eat them, or their eggs. Penguins are fortunate because in the harsh cold of Antarctica, no other dangerous animals can even set foot there. That is why penguins have turned this terrifying cold into their shield. Nature has given them the strength to fight such extreme temperatures. Under a penguin's skin, there is a thick layer of fat called blubber, and their feathers are so dense that icy winds cannot reach their bodies. Without a doubt, Antarctica is a gift of nature for penguins, but nature gives nothing for free. If penguins find shelter from enemies here, they must pay the price by facing death every year. In simple terms, every year penguins must pass a test of life and death. In the frozen world of Antarctica, not all penguins are the same. There are a total of 5 species found here. The heaviest and tallest, reaching up to 4 feet, are called emperor penguins. Then come helmet penguins, also known as chin-strap penguins, which have a thin black line under their chin. The third species is gentoo penguins, recognized by their orange beaks and a white stripe on their heads. Next are macaroni penguins, which have stylish yellow feathers on their heads. Finally, the species seen in viral videos is called the Adelie penguin, identified by the white ring around its eyes. When winter begins anywhere in the world, animals and birds move toward warmer regions. But in Antarctica, the opposite happens. Almost all penguin species move away from the sea to breed. They do this because near the ocean there is danger from leopard seals, killer whales, and predatory birds. They have enemies that prey on their eggs. Besides this, the conditions near the sea in Antarctica are extremely harsh. Strong winds and waves can even wash the eggs away. Especially, emperor penguins are the only animals that head toward icy mountains during winter. They do this solely to continue their species, for breeding. Every year in the months of May and June, when winter begins here, emperor penguins leave their feeding grounds in the ocean and start traveling together in huge numbers. Their destination is the breeding colony, where they themselves were born, about 100 kilometers away from the sea. This journey is so difficult that their body energy begins to run out. They have nothing to eat along the way, nor when they reach their destination. After reaching the breeding colony, they select their partners. The male penguin tries to impress the female by making strange sounds, puffing out his chest, and moving his neck up and down in a dance-like motion. Healthier males are chosen more quickly. After mating, the female lays only 1 egg, and by this point she is completely exhausted. During this entire process, for the past 2 months, no penguin has eaten anything. They survive only on what they last consumed in the sea, and they make this sacrifice solely to continue their species. But an even greater sacrifice is made by the male penguin. After the egg is laid, the female transfers it onto the male's feet without letting it touch the ice. Then all the females start their journey back toward the sea. During this time, the male penguins, who have already been starving for 2 months, stand with the egg balanced on their feet. We hope you will like and share this video from Fasihan Thoughts. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next amazing video.